today. In Arlington, Texas. It's the NFC Championship game. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he is caught by Lamb. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
After the career that he's had in the NFL thus far, you get the sense that he was underrated coming out of college. Not just great intangibles, but the ability to make plays come alive, whether he's exiting the pocket or throwing from within the confines of it.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Cousins to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all.
Opportunities.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we're talking about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Seven, our score after 1. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Throwing is Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Randy Gregory with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Lamb to return it. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Prescott from the gun. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it is following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. A 1st down throw for Cousins. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Cousins again. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne there to make the grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Prescott on first down. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Prescott now, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On third down, it's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. To the air again, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be second down. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 31, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the New England Patriots squaring off against the Buffalo Bills. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Cousins now. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man, and he'd be able to take it.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. To throw, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
First down, Prescott escaping the pressure right. On the right side, this is Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down throw for Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper. That'll bring up second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Prescott from the gun on third. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards the pickup there. Throwing again on second down. Cousins, complete. Jefferson the target. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jarrell Casey, he's the one that got home. Those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing here, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date in Super Bowl 56 as they're able to extend their fourth quarter advantage. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the fourth. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And complete right side to Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Cousins on first down. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off at the 49. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Now a first down carry by Bell. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, Prescott here to throw. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. On third down, Cousins. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, 78 yards. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, they are going back to the Super Bowl as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.